So, what are you reading, darling?
Now, I'm actually, at the moment, I'm reading about William II, darling.
William
It's
II?
not dissimilar to you, I say. That he was known as Rufus because of his ruddy complexion.
Oh, right.
I shall call you Rufus from now on.
Do you think I'm ruddy?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm ruddy?
Eh?
Do you think I'm ruddy?
I think
Do you
it was a
it's-
ruddy complexion,
Yeah,
yes.
it's my suntan
it probably is your
from
suntan,
south
but
of France.
When you're
Ruddy.
coming from doing the lawns,
yes.
sometimes when he does them anyway,
Yes.
you have a very ruddy complexion.
Ruddy. I do like that
When you've been
because
shooting and things.
oh yes, because it's very outdoorsy. Isn't it?
Yeah,
It's very
so,
kind of man of action. Man of action. I'm talking man of action, of course. Extraordinary things. Obviously, not that long ago we came back from holiday, and extraordinary things have been going on in the country while we've been away.
It's like we've come back to a completely new place.
It's
haven't we?
amazing. I'm going through the old papers because we didn't stop our delivery of the Sunday Times.
Yeah.
And there's I say old papers, but every paper you pick up over the last 3 or 4 weeks, they've got a different. I mean, there's the ongoing stories to do with the government and Brexit, and are we going to leave? Are we not going to leave? Are we going? How many Tories are going to be left in the Tory
Well,
party?
not a lot.
Not a lot at this rate.
They'll all be kicked out at this rate if they don't agree with Boris.
That's right. I know. See, I mean, and why? I don't understand why people aren't just towing the line. I mean, why? I mean, you've got Boris there, and you've got that lovely chap. Although
Philly.
No, not Philly. Who's his advisor? Who's his advisor?
Oh, Cummings.
Cummings.
Yes, Cummings.
I mean, he is a. I mean, I didn't.
A bit of a foul mouth, though, darling.
He's got a. He
Bit
doesn't
of a foul
look the
mouth.
right. The thing is interesting with Cummings. He doesn't look the right sort.
No.
But he went to Exeter, and it's a very Exeter, Oxford College. It's a very Exeter.
Exeter. I thought you meant the University of Exeter.
No.
I was going to say definitely not then.
He wouldn't be Boris's advisor. Silly thing. No, he wouldn't be Boris's advisor if he'd been to Exeter University.
Because that's like the party university, isn't it, or something?
What,
About
Exeter?
Exeter, yes. Isn't it? Isn't that sort of known as a bit of a party university? They always seem to have parties.
What, a college? Oh, the University of Exeter.
University.
I have no
University of
idea.
Exeter.
I don't really care
No,
about
not the
Exeter
college.
University.
No, not the college.
Not the college.
The college, actually.
Yes.
Exeter College. Lovely grounds.
Beautiful
Lovely
grounds,
gardens.
beautiful grounds.
Lovely.
Anyway, what did we say? Oh, yes. Slightly odd, off the wall sort of chap. Really, he doesn't look the part. He dresses quite scruffily, but that's a very Exeter College thing. I recall when I was at Balliol,
Yes.
that the Exeter College, some of the Exeter College chaps were quite nerdy,
Bit odd.
and a little bit odd. They kind of didn't toe the line in terms of dressing up properly.
But I think
But it's all very sharp, very sharp, isn't
sharp.
he? He's sharp.
But
Very cunning.
I do think the way people look matters. If you don't have the right look, and he doesn't have the right look, he's not got a face that I think people will warm to. And I think people are right. Why would they? I mean, he's terrible, dirty mouth.
But that's
Dirty
why.
mouth.
But that's not his job. His job isn't to be a front man like our
Well,
Boris.
it
I mean, look
doesn't
at
matter.
look at this for example. It does matter. You see, I think. Sorry, I feel quite strongly about this because Boris. This is an old paper, oldish now, of course. But there's a picture here of Boris at the Q7.
Laughing and joking.
Joe, the G7. What's the Q7?
You're making it up as you're going
The
along.
new Q7, the G7 conference there, of course. We met, and so
Yes,
now
move it
look,
up, move it up.
now look, now
Put it a bit more forward, darling. Put it a bit more
what,
forward.
now,
There he is.
like
There.
that. Yeah, but this thing
There.
is too. There we go.
There.
There he is. Now have a look at that. Now the thing about Boris is that he's got all the other leaders of the G7 lined up there, pretty much. And look who's in charge of that. Look who's basically leading the way in conversation,
Yes.
in bonhomie, in patter. Everyone's kind of looking towards Boris with a smile because he's just cracked a funny one, hasn't he? I reckon he's just... Look, Merkel, look at Merkel's face, looking straight towards him because he said something probably quite naughty and the rest of them are going, oh, Boris. But you see... That's the sort of thing you do. That's the sort of thing that people gets attention and the whole character thing.
Well, yes,
Look
but
at him.
yes, I mean, character,
him.
that's... an
Very
understatement,
Balliol College
really,
thing
isn't
that
it?
was. That was very,
Yeah.
Bullingdon Club. We were,
It's all right, darling. You don't see anything wrong with that.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm just
all right.
saying.
It's
Look at
fine.
it,
Yeah.
dominating the G7, Q7, whatever it is,
Yeah.
the G7. Whereas you say Cummings, he's not a front man.
No,
he
I
doesn't
don't
need
think
to do
so.
that.
Well, that's why he's not. That's why he's at the back.
Yes.
Yes.
The back of things.
Just. But it's typical, isn't it? There's always men like him that are, pushing somebody else to say there's dreadful things and do dreadful things.
Yes.
And he's not the person doing it out there himself.
So who's it? Cummings is not doing it. No. Boris is doing it.
He's making him do it, and I don't.
But it has to be done. I mean, it's important. This is important things.
It is terribly, terribly important.
Yes.
But it's a total, utter shambolic display.
But by Cummings, what are you saying?
By all of them.
Well, not Boris. Surely not Boris. You're not saying Boris is.
I think the whole thing.
Oh,
I don't think.
I think we might have a bit of a disagreement here.
Well, I don't think it's being handled terribly well. This whole thing.
Even by Boris.
Not really at the moment. No.
Not. But he's a Balliol man. You understand?
I know.
And I'm a Balliol man.
I know you will always support him because he's a Balliol man. You are, but
he's going to. If you go to Balliol, of course. You stand by, we were all there at the Boddington Club.
It comes to a point, darling, where one does have to think,
What?
Is he, not really doing the right thing here? I mean, who knows?
This is very.
I mean, it's all it's such a difficult situation, isn't it?
Very difficult.
I mean, he's been brought in at a terrible time, really.
Oh, you think it's timing? It's not his. So you're not blaming him then. You're not blaming him for what he's doing then.
Well, who do you blame? I mean, everybody's looking for somebody to blame, aren't they? I blame that David Cameron, to be honest.
Well, of course.
I blame him for everything.
Oh, yes.
He's keeping very quiet in his little shepherd hut now.
Little shepherd hut, just down the road from us, actually.
Yes.
I mean, we could give out his address, couldn't we? And that would be interesting. There'd be pitchforks. The local militia would gather together and go to see Dave.
Don't hear much from him anymore, do we?
No, we don't. He keeps very, very quiet. Yes. And of course, he made the big mistake, of course, of asking the hoi polloi what they thought about leaving. Yes. And what did he expect?
Exactly.
The hoi polloi have no idea, and they're going to go, "Oh, we don't like, yes, shall we or not?" Or I don't know.
Interesting times, I think. Very interesting times.
Very interesting times. You shouldn't ask people what they. I mean, unless they had the right education.
Well, yeah, but even so,
right
even though now, I mean, it's these people are supposed to have a good education. They're not behaving terribly well, are they?
No, it is quite astonishing what's going on there, and But anyway, that's politics. Sorry,
that's politics. We don't tend to get political, do we?
No, we try to avoid it for the reason we've just had, because obviously it got a bit awkward there, didn't it?
Cross wires, I think.
No, cross wires.
Otherwise, we're fine.
We're absolutely fine. We'll pull through. Blitz spirit.
Yes.
Yes.